Okay, so I have a question. Do you like your vintage Mustang stock or do you like it modified, advanced and enhanced? Before you answer that question, you might want to watch this video all the way through. This is Michael from Quality Classics, and we like them both ways. Now right here, I'm going to call it a Resto-Mod. That term gets used all over the map. But for me, a Resto-Mod is a car that's been restored, and we did restore this car. Check out this picture before we ever restored this car. Boy, did it need the help, and it got the love. But we modified it, we updated it, and we enhanced it. Why'd we do that? Because the fellow we sold it to, that's what he wanted. And man, oh man, is that guy gonna be a happy camper when he gets this car. We're getting close to wrapping it up. We've got other cars in the building, some stock cars. Let's take a look at those. Okay, so here we have two stock 1966 GTs, the 2+2 and that beautiful little coupe over there. This 2+2, you can't get much more original or much more stock than this. This is a known car. You can read about it in a Mustang Times magazine. The article is called The Time Capsule. And this car has a storybook provenance. It's amazing. Make sure you subscribe to our channel or you're gonna miss this video. You're gonna be impressed with the history of this. Is probably the lowest mile factory GT fastback in existence. It's really phenomenal. And again, that coupe, it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like jewelry. They're stock. They provide a very stock experience. I have no problem with the stock experience, especially in a GT. They're fine cars. It's what everybody fell in love with in the first place. But they represent the stock side of the equation. Now, let's go check out the next car. And then there's this car. Looks like a bone stock 1966 Mustang GT convertible, but it's anything but bone stock. A little backdrop. So I had a client call. His wife grew up with a grandmother that had a red Mustang convertible. I love those type stories because that's what drives really the passion with these classic cars. So she has these memories of riding around with her grandmother in this red convertible and wanted a red convertible. And the husband, being the class act that he is, bought her a red convertible. But they wanted a red convertible that was more powerful, more comfortable, safer, and more reliable. So the car came to us, Quality Classics, and we gave it the secret sauce. And can I tell you that this bone stock appearing little Mustang is phenomenal. The changes we made, which I'm gonna walk through those for you. It's what we do that is the perfect upgrade to make what I call a mild Resto-Mod. It's gonna look exactly like it did from the factory. You lift the hood, you're gonna see some updates. You look inside the car, yeah, small updates, but the experience behind the wheel is dramatically updated and dramatically enhanced. Yeah, you can take these cars to a whole new level. And you can go from that bone stock experience, which pleases a lot of people. There are people that prefer that. That's why they like that car. Or you can bring it in more to a modern experience that at every level exceeds and outperforms the bone stock car. Oh my gosh, does this car do that? It's got it. All right, let me walk through the secret sauce with you. Okay, they say the proof is in the pudding. We're gonna go on a test drive and you're gonna see what I mean. I'll try my best to translate my experience through that test drive video. So what's in the secret sauce? A lot. I couldn't possibly remember everything. Here are the highlights. This is what we did to enhance this car in both power, reliability, safety, and comfort. Ride better, drive better, perform better, all of that. So, okay, more power. We put in a Blueprint 302 roller rocker crate engine making 370 horsepower. Can I tell you that's enough? That is as much horsepower as this chassis needs, and it's a blast. All right, we put JBA ceramic long tube headers I love those. They work with our system. We don't have any conflict with anything. We put a 5-speed Tremec transmission in there. It gives you greater range. You can use more of that power. You can get on you can get on the highway today at today's speeds and just have no issues whatsoever. Okay, so that's the power. All right, on reliable, we put in the electronic fuel injection Holley 2 sniper system. Now we also use the closed loop system, everything. We use the full Holley Hyperspark 2 ignition system. We use the Holley Hyperspark distributor. We use the Holley Sniper fuel pump inside the tank. We use and we've also added an aluminum radiator with an electric fan. And we use the modern 3rd generation alternator. And perhaps my favorite, we put Dakota digital gauges in there. I love turning that key and watching those things come alive. And you can always see your gauges, daytime, nighttime, it doesn't matter. A problem in these Mustangs with the stock gauges. Okay, to ride better and drive better, what did we do? We put the open tracker suspension full kit in there. We made a video on that topic. We'll put a link below. You can go see that video and you can see what's in that kit. It makes a dramatic difference in how this car is going to ride and handle. Borgson power steering, one of our favorite upgrades. A lot of our buyers request the Borgson power steering. Yeah, it's a modern day upgrade. It makes a difference. No more power steering fluid on your floor. I like that. New BFG TA radials all the way around. I like those tires. They work well on these cars. Okay, to make it more comfortable and to make it safer. All right, at our client's request, we added bolstered seats, and I gotta admit, they're pretty doggone comfortable. We also added modern air conditioning. We also added a Hup Hunger console. This Hup Hunger console, or big console, whatever it's called, it's just nice. I like putting my arm on it. I like taking drinks with me. I like having a place for my phone. It just makes a difference. All right, so we also added the LED light update. Now listen up, this is important. If you don't have this on your Mustang, add it. You put modern day LED lights all the way through the headlights, and we use the Holley Retro Brights. They're more expensive than the Chinese knockoff stuff, but oh my gosh, they look close to original and they work beautiful. And we put louder horns. Oh my gosh, that is so loud. Now, why is the safety update? Why am I stressing this? Because when you need to be heard, you need to be heard. So these louder horns are at least twice as loud as the factory horns. That's a big deal. The lights. Can I tell you the factory lights on these cars are more like a suggestion of light? They do not give you the light you need. The backup lights on this car, they're like little miniature headlights. They're super bright. Your tail lights, super bright. People are gonna see the fraction of a second you hit them, it's gonna be bright. They're gonna see it. And these headlights, your blinkers, everything. Superior performance makes it safer. So if you've got a big investment in a classic car that you love, add at least those components. Update your car at least with those because it makes a big difference. Now, I know you're waiting for it. Let's go on that test drive. Well, here we go on our test drive. It's cold, kind of damp and ugly, but otherwise, I would have the top down on this car. I guarantee you that's where these cars excel. If you've ever driven a first generation Mustang convertible, you know they're fantastic, fantastic little drop top cars. Okay, my goal is going to be to transfer as much as I can to you what I'm experiencing here behind the wheel. Let's go. Okay, so what you immediately notice, and I mean immediately notice, is the tightness of the shifter. I forgot to mention that we put a modern Hurst application, Hurst shifter, that's for this car. And it's a huge improvement over the factory shifter, which can be pretty wonky. And we also put a modern AGM battery in the car. So I failed to miss those two things. Probably some other things. We did so much to this car. But when you get in it and you feel how tight this is and how it just feels down to the Bilstein German shocks, yeah, you know something's quite different if you know these cars. Okay, we'll let this little 370 horsepower roller rocker breathe a little bit. Rough railroad tracks again. No problem. Now, I'm certainly not hitting the rev line. I'll let the new owner do that if they choose to, but it proves to me it's got all the horsepower it needs. It feels quick. Okay, we're in 4th gear. Modern highway speeds, 5th gear. Looks like it's just over 2,000 RPM at modern highway speed. Excellent. I love these gauges. It's daylight out here and they're super bright. Not blindingly bright, but bright to the eye, and you can see exactly what's going on. I love that. But at nighttime, you will really love it. One of the weaknesses of the factory gauges are the lights. The gauges, you can't see them. I guess you could update them with LEDs, and I'm sure that helps, but this you can see, and you love looking at them because they're just cool to look at. Yeah. It doesn't stray too far from what the car looked like from the factory. It's a modern interpretation of that, but you get both analog and digital that really helps you understand where you're at in terms of your speed and your odometer. So yeah, I love it. I love everything about these cars. And how do I feel? How do I feel about this car? Well, I'd love to know how you feel about stock versus Restomod, but I'll give you my answer. So if it's a good car in stock condition, and especially if that car has options that please me, the options I like, and it visually pleases me, then I love it. I'm completely content with it. I have no problem with bone stock Resto-Mods. If it's a well-done Resto-Mod like this one, it has the right components installed correctly, and they all work in harmony beautifully together like they do on this car, and it has the eyeball that this car has and the experience behind the wheel that this car gives, then I love the Resto-Mod, the proper Resto-Mod. Yeah, I love it. Not a hot rod, not a radical Resto-Mod. It's not my thing. And I know people like that, and that's fine. It's just not my thing. I think it's a perfect combination when the car looks substantially stock. It looks like that very piece of automobile art that I fell in love with to start with, but it does things that it couldn't do with technology, 60-year-old technology. So yeah, that's how I feel. But let me know in your comments. I want to know how you feel, stock versus Restomod. And also, I hope you guys check out our channel, and I hope you subscribe to our channel and like this video if you do like it. That helps my son and I make more videos. And check out our website, qualityclassics.com. My son and I are passionate car guys. We've long been passionate car guys. And we've made friends all over the world through our passion for this hobby. And we buy and sell some of the, I think, best sourced and sorted classics that you can get out there. And if you've got a quality classic that you think we might be interested in, please let us know. I'd love to hear about it and see if we can align our interests on that. If you have one that you want to consider a consignment sale, we'll consider doing that. We don't get involved with consignment sales very often. If it's the right car and you're the right type person to work with, absolutely, I'd be happy to see what's possible. And check out our website. Go there often. Adios.